All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the Yang Tai Chi Section 2 class. And today we're going to do the rest of Embrace Tiger Return to Mountain. So Embrace Tiger Return to Mountain is a little bit like um, Grasp the Sparrow's Tail in that it includes a lot of different movements under a single name. So the first part we did last week, which we're going to review now, and then we'll go on to the rest of the move. Okay? So for our warm-up, what I'd like to do is grasp the sparrow's tail. I'm going to do it in 3 directions so that you can see it from different angles. Okay? So the first one I'm going to do facing away from you. So I'm going to be doing the same direction as you. Okay? So grasp the sparrow's tail. We're going, well, let's start at opening. Okay? So prepare. Head up, hips down, knees relaxed, hands by your sides. Opening. Turn your hands. Raise up to your shoulders. Come down almost to the bottom. Shift left, turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Left ward off. Right ward off. Shift right. Turn left. All the weight on the left. Pull with the left. Ward off with the right. Step and close. Ward off right. Roll back. Turn your hands and your waist to the corner. Shift your weight back and turn to the other corner. Press. Bring in your right hand, attach your left, and press forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Extend your arms. Come back over a ball. Your hands are in front of your chest. And push forward, and your hands end up at shoulder level. Okay? Now I'm going to do it starting facing that way. Okay? So I'm here. Prepare. Opening. Up. Pressing down. Almost to the bottom. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Left ward off. Shift left. Turn right. All the way to the right. Step and close. Left ward off. Okay? Then right ward off. Shift right. Turn left. All the way to the left. Pull with the left. Ward off with the right. Step and close. Right ward off. Roll back. Move all the way to the corner. Shift your weight back and turn to the other corner. Pull in, attach the left, and press forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Extend your arms. Come back over a ball. Your hands are in front of your chest. And push. Okay, I'm going to try one more direction, and then we're going to go into um, uh, uh, the first move of the second section. Okay, so if we're starting here, prepare, opening, almost to the bottom, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, one hand up, one hand down, step and close, ward off left, ward off right, shift right, turn left, pull with the left, ward off with the right, step and close, ward off right, roll back, turn to the corner, come back to the other corner, pull in the right, attach the left, and extend forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Extend your arms. Roll over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward. Okay? So even though you see it less, probably the best is still with my back toward you to start, because then I'm going the same direction as you. Okay? Well, so let's work on Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain. So Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain, the first part is a little bit like right brush knee. And the second part, which is what we're going to do today, is very much like Grass to Sparrow's Tail. So let's do a review of the first part of Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain. So you're starting at cross hands. Your right hand is on the outside, okay? Your feet are parallel, shoulders width apart. Then you're going to shift your weight to the right and turn your left foot. So it's almost straight, but actually a little bit more to the corner. Then you're going to shift all your weight back to the left. And as you do so, you're going to open up your arms. Then you're going to pull in and step. So it's just like step and close for a brush knee. Then one hand in, one hand out as you flatten your foot. Shift weight, strike. So the important things here are your feet wide enough? Okay, if you come in, do you still have shoulders width apart? Because one of the problems that people have is their feet are too close together. So, hi, Dita. So, make sure you're far enough apart. Also, when you are forward, you should be slanted. You see, from my neck to the heel of my foot. Okay, you're not upright, you're slanted forward. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, so you're starting here. Okay, shoulders width apart, your feet are parallel, your hands are crossed. Make sure that you have space here too. So you have that hugging tree shape. Okay, not too close. Out. Okay. Then what you want to do is shift weight to the right. Turn your foot. Your hands have not changed yet. As you shift weight back, then your hands separate. Then you pull in and swing step. Then as you flatten your front foot, One hand in, one hand out, shift, weight, strike. Obviously, you're supposed to do this smoothly, but I wanted you to get the timing. Okay, so let's go again. I'm going to do it, let's see, facing this way. Okay, so you see I have my hugging tree shape. My feet are parallel. Then I'm going to shift my weight to the right. Turn my foot almost to the straight. Then, as I come back, I open my hands. Then, I pull in, swing step to the corner. Then, flatten my foot as one hand in, one hand out, and shift weight as I transfer weight. The other thing that's important is don't allow your knee to go beyond your toe, because if you do, what will happen is, one, it puts a lot of stress on your knee, and two, what you will tend to do is lift off your back foot, and then you lose your balance. So make sure that your front foot, the knee, doesn't go past your toe. Okay? Let's try it again. I think from this direction you can see a little bit more. So let's do it one more time from this direction. Okay? So you're at cross hands. Your feet are parallel to each other. You shift to the right. You turn your left foot almost to straight. Then, as your weight comes back, you separate your hands. Then, swing, step. One hand in, one hand out as you flatten your foot, and then shift weight, strike. So when you strike, you're striking with the bottom part of your palm. Okay? So you don't want your hand too flat. You want a little bit curved because you're hitting with this part. Okay? So let's do it again. And I will do it in the same direction as you. Okay? So your feet are parallel. Your hands are crossed. Okay? Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Turn almost straight. Shift weight back. Separate your hands. Then pull in. Swing, step. Flatten your foot as one hand comes in, one hand goes out. And shift weight, strike. Okay? How does that feel? Any questions? No? For those of you who already know right brush knee, this is like a review. The only difference is that it's to the corner, and you have to be careful that you have your feet wide enough. Okay? So, if there aren't any questions, I'd like to go on to the rest of Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain. So the rest of it looks like this. Okay, you're at bow stance to the corner, and your hands are here. Okay, actually, to show the hands, I'm going to face you. Okay, so what you're going to do with your right hand is you're going to come up to your shoulder and go forward. Okay, so up to your shoulder and go forward. With the left hand, which you had started here, is you're going to turn it up and come in. Okay, so when you combine the two hands, you get this circular feeling. It'll feel like this because you're coming from here and you're going here. So do you see what I mean? It feels like you're making a circle. So if you start from here, okay, from the side so you can see, okay, if you're starting from here, this hand comes up. Can you see that when this kind of comes up and this one that was here comes in? Okay, so you're here, the right hand, you're going to come up and out. The left hand, you're going to turn over and in. So when you put it together, you have one. This hand comes up and this hand turns over. Two, one hand in, one hand out. So if you remember when you did Grasp the Sparrow's Tail and you did row back, if I'm doing it toward you, what happened was you were at right ward off and you went to the corner and then you shifted weight and came back to the other corner, right? So this is very similar to that, except it's only half a row back. So if you imagine that instead of going from here to here, you start here and just do this much. Okay, so it's like half a row back, but it's the second half. Okay, and the thing that makes it slightly trickier is you're doing it to the corner. So because you're here, you're coming up like this, you only come to the straight. Okay, you're going from corner to here. You're not going from corner to corner. Okay, so let's try that again. So if we're working on the hands, okay, the right hand is here. So what happens is one is turn over the left, right hand comes to the shoulder. Two, move the right hand out and the left hand, can you see, comes in pointing to the middle forearm. So that's your roll back shape. The roll back shape is the hand, one hand extended and the other hand going to the forearm, pointing to the forearm. Okay, so if you look at the footwork is easy because you don't change your feet. What's happening here is you have your feet here, okay? So when you were here, let me show you. You came here. So you're at bow stance, going in the corner, okay? Your feet are going to stay there. And what's going to happen is you're going to come back and turn. So it's just the body turning. The feet don't move at all. Okay? So when we were here, if we do a count, it would be one, you're halfway, okay? You're moving your feet so that you're halfway between the left and right foot. Then two, you're all the way back to the left foot. then 3, turn. So as you see, when I'm going on 3, my hands have stopped moving. Once I get to here, my hands don't move. The only thing that moves is my waist. Okay? My lower body doesn't even move. Okay? It's just a waist movement. So let's try it again. Okay? So we were here. Your bow stands to the corner. Then you have the right hand come to the shoulder and the left hand turns over as you start shifting your weight back. So your weight is even between your feet at this point. Then, as your right hand extends and your left hand points to the middle of the right forearm, your weight is back. Okay, your weight distribution is like an empty stance. So it's like you're 70% in the back and 30% in the front. Then you're going to turn. Any questions? Does that make sense? So let's do it from cross hands to the end of rollback. Okay? So I'm going to turn around and would you prefer me to do it from a different direction? Would you like me to do it starting that way? Let me do it once starting that way, and then I'll do it the same direction as you. Okay? So if I do it starting here at cross hands, okay, then embrace tiger, return to mountain, shift right, turn left, almost to straight. Weight comes to the back foot, separate hands. Pull back the right and swing step. One hand in, one hand out as you flatten your foot. Shift, weight, strike. Okay, roll back. Weight comes to the center. Your hands, you turn your left and the right hand comes to the shoulder. 2, the weight goes back, 30-70. 3, turn your waist. Okay, I'll do it one more time in this direction because you can see the hands better. And then I'll go back to doing it the same direction as you would be doing if you were doing the form from the opening. Yes, Yali?
Rita,
Yeah.
question. So, the final stance, are you turning to 3 o'clock? Not beyond?
So, yes, yes, I'm going to be at 3 o'clock at the end.
Okay,
So
so it's a shorter turn than the regular
it is a
rollback.
shorter turn. It's like the second half of rollback. So it's a short rollback. Okay. It's
Okay.
deceptive because you're starting from the corner. Okay. So you're starting from the corner, and so think of it as a 45-degree turn. Okay. The original rollback is a 90-degree turn. This one is only a 45-degree turn. Does that make sense? So I'll do it one more time facing the side, then I'll do it the way that you're used to doing it, okay? Because I want you to see the hands, okay? So if I'm at cross hands, and this is 12 o'clock, okay, then I'm going to shift weight right, turn the left foot almost straight, then shift weight back, separate hands. Then pull in the right, swing, step. One hand in, one hand out as I flatten my foot and shift weight, strike. Okay, I'm going to do it a couple of times your way. Okay, so you have your feet parallel and cross hands, right hand on the outside. Okay, shift weight to the right. Turn the left foot almost to the straight. Shift weight back to the left. Separate your hands. Pull back the right foot. Swing step. One hand in, one hand out as you flatten your foot. Shift weight, strike. Roll back. One. Weight shifts part way. Right hand up, left hand turned over. Two. Shift weight almost all to the back. Right hand to the front. Left hand up, facing, pointing to the right forearm. And then three, turn your waist to the 3 o'clock. Okay? One more time. Cross hands. Shift right. Turn your toe almost straight. Shift weight back. Separate your hands. Swing step. One hand in, one hand out. Shift weight. Strike. Roll back. Turn over the left hand and the right hand comes to the shoulder. As the weight comes back, you have your roll back hands. Okay? Then three, shift to the 3 o'clock. So at this point, it's going to feel like an empty stance in terms of the weight distribution because you'll have 70% in the back and only 30% in the front. Any questions? Okay, if there aren't any questions, we're going to go to do the rest of it. And the rest of it is stuff that you already know, which is press and push. But you're going to do it toward the corner. So you already have your feet where you had them for rollback, and they're going to stay the same. And all you're going to do is have weight shifting. Okay, so if you're at rollback, so you were here, you came here and rolled back. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pull in the right and attach the left. You're going to face the corner and press toward the corner. Then you're going to square up toward the corner and your hands are going to come out. You're going to come over a ball and you're going to push toward the corner. So it's going to feel a lot like Grasp the Sparrow's Tail, but because it's in a different direction, it's going to seem different. Okay? So let's go from the end of the first part of Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain. So you're at what looks like right brush knee to the corner. Then, one, turn over the left hand, right hand up. Two, weight moves back and hands circle so that the right is in the forward and the left is back. Then, three, turn. press, pull in the right, attach the left, expand forward toward the corner, push, square up toward the corner and extend your hands. Then roll back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward. How does that feel? Okay, let's do it a few times from cross hands, and then you'll get the whole movement. Okay? So, at cross hands, feet parallel, cross. Don't forget you want that hug a tree shape, so don't collapse your arms. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Turn left, almost to straight. Shift all the weight back, or not all the way back, but shift weight back so that you can open your arms. Then pull in the right, swing, step. One hand in, one hand out, shift weight, strike. Roll back. One, hand up, turn over the left. Two, three, press. Pull in the right, attach the left, expand forward, push, square up to the corner, flatten your arms, come back over a ball. You're in front of your chest, and then push forward. So your hands about shoulder level at the end of your push, and don't go too far in terms of your knee going beyond your toes, okay? So you should be careful on that. Okay? Are there any questions? Would you prefer I did it a different direction?
Rita, question. So when you
Yeah.
do the press, do you rotate to face the corner?
Yes, you do. So what happens is, remember when you did grasp the sparrow's tail? When you did grasp the sparrow's tail, okay, what happened was that you were facing this way and you came here and here. At the end of rollback, you were facing that corner. When you did press, you pulled in, attached, and you don't exactly face there. Your head faces there, but your body is still more to the corner, and you press forward. So yes, your upper body turns more toward the straight, but you don't completely turn until you do the push. So when you're facing the corner, what happens is you are here and you come to here. Then when you pull in, you see, I'm starting to go toward that side. So I'm here. And then I press. But my shoulders are still more between the corner and straight. Okay, my shoulders are between corner and straight. It's not until I do push that I square up. So my shoulders are now facing the corner and my hands are flat. And then I come over a ball and come up. It's the same thing for grasp the sparrow's tail. So when you were doing grasp the sparrow's tail, when you were here and you came here, when you pull in, so you pull in and attach, you you were basically pretty far over here. In the process of doing this, you are turning a little bit this way. So instead of being all the way to the corner, you're halfway between the corner and straight, and then you come forward. By the time you do push, you're completely square to the corner. You come back and push. And you're doing the same thing except to the corner this time. So here, when you were here, back so you can see your feet. Okay, when you were here, okay, you're coming up and turning. Then what you want to do is the next place you want to face is between the corner and the straight. So as you pull in, this part is facing between the corner and the straight, but your head is facing toward the corner, and you press forward. Then when you come time to push, you square up to the corner, come over, and push. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Okay, let's do it a few more times because I'd like you to get it into your body, even though you probably know it in your head. Okay, so in the same direction as you. Okay, feet parallel, hands crossed, right on the outside. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Turn left, almost straight. Shift back, open arms. Pull in, swing, step. One hand in, one hand out. Shift weight, strike. Roll back. 1, 2, 3. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Make sure that your right elbow is over your right knee. Then push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest and push forward. Okay? A few more times and then we will close class. The the other thing I don't remember whether I told you was in terms of the name Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain, um, ha, even though it feels like right brush knee, it's not, it doesn't, the meaning isn't the same as right brush knee. So when you're here, the reason you pull in your right foot is because you're coming around somebody. Your opponent is there. So you're coming around them. And right now we're doing a stylized brush knee, but the original movement was this. This, the embrace feeling is like this. So what happened was you moved around your opponent and you are embracing them, but basically pushing them over your knee. But we don't have that. There are a number of things in the long form where they call it one thing and it has changed in terms of being more consistent with the rest of the form. So now it looks like right brush knee. Okay? So let's do a couple more times and then we can close class. Okay, so you want your feet to be parallel. You want to have crossed hands. Don't forget to have your hug a tree shape. All right? Now, you want to shift right. Turn your left foot almost to straight. Shift your weight back and separate your hands. Pull in your right, swing, step. One hand in, one hand out as you flatten your foot, shift weight, strike. Roll back. One, shift your weight part way, turn over the left hand, right hand comes to the shoulder. Two, shift your weight back. You're 70% in the back, 30% in the front. Three, turn. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Make sure your right elbow is over your right knee. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest and push forward. Your hands should be shoulder level at the end of your push. Okay, so from chest up to shoulder level, you have the slight upward sense. Okay? Let's do it again. Feet parallel, shoulders width apart. Cross hands, right hand on the outside. Have that expanded feeling. Shift right. Turn your left foot so it's almost straight. Shift your weight back to the left as you separate your hands. Pull in the right, swing, step. One hand in, one hand out as you flatten your foot. Shift weight, strike. Roll back. One, two, three. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. You're in front of your chest. And push forward. So make sure that your hands and legs end at the same time. So when you're pushing, when your foot ends, your hand ends. So one of the things that sometimes gets to be a problem is when people do push, I want you to come in front of your shoulders. There's a tendency for people to come down too far. And then if you come down too far, you don't have enough energy to push. You can only push from your chest height or higher. Okay? Once you get down to here, you don't have much. So when you come here, come to your chest and then push up. Okay? We'll do it one more time.
Thanks for that, Rita. I was doing it too low. I had my hands too low. So I didn't know that. That was
Yeah,
good. Thank you.
because
Chest high.
you know when you think of going over a ball, you think of going over a ball.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to get enough energy going. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so let's do one more time and we'll close class. Okay? So, feet shoulders width apart, parallel, cross your hands, right hand on the outside, shift right, turn your left toe almost to the side. Then shift weight back, separate hands, pull in the right foot, swing step. One hand in, one hand out, shift weight, strike. Roll back. 1, 2, 3. Press. Pull back the right, attach the left, expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward to shoulder level. Okay? Thank you very much for coming to class today. Practice, practice.
Yes, yes.
Who will become one of our greatest bullies. He lives. He will.
Okay.
Because you say so? Because he is too. All right, so let me see if I got this.
Thank you very much.
You were saying
And I'll see you next week.
take all their
Thank
shit.
you, Rita.
Or on Friday at 3 o'clock if you are free on Friday at 3
This is
o'clock.
different than the way
Okay?
we now.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Rita. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say goodbye, Tommy. Say goodbye to Rita.
I'm real tired of this.
Bye-bye, Tommy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.